That's the way.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Let's Talk in English. My name is Esther.
And my name is Garrett. We're back with another occupation lesson.
The name of our lesson is Being a Tour Guide. Now, do you like to travel? When you travel, do you enjoy going on a group tour? If you do, then you know what a tour guide is.
Yes, a tour guide is a person whose job is to lead others on tours and show them around the sights of a place.
Now, yesterday, our friend Greg interviewed Terry Tripp, a tour guide. Tripp said, I have to know my subject well. I want visitors to understand and appreciate places and their history. Garrett, can you explain what this means?
Sure. Well, he works hard to tell people all about a place. When you know more about what you're seeing, you're able to appreciate it more.
Right, and he shows people around. He leads them and he says, look, he tells them about the history, he tells them maybe about the culture, and he takes them from place to place.
Now, friends, as we go into today's lesson, let's find the answer to our Find It question. Our question is, what can be challenging about being a tour guide?
What can be challenging about being a tour guide? Listen carefully to find the answer. Here's Sonia with today's keywords.
Hello, 导游有很多不同种类，有些只在定点工作，有些只限一个国家。Other tour guides work in a single country. 形容词 single 就是单一的。也有些导游带团国际旅游。导游经常在周末与假日工作。Tour guides often work on weekends and holidays. 名词 holiday 就是假日。好的导游必须善于沟通，他们通常也能够说多种语言。They can often speak more than one language too. 名词 language 就是语言。导游也必须是好的领导者，团员才会乐于跟随。Tour guides also need to be good leaders, so their groups will follow them. 动词 follow 就是跟随。他们除了给些美食、餐厅及购物地点的意见，也会建议团员一些好玩的活动。They may suggest fun activities for people to do too. 动词 suggest 就是建议。
Do you like to travel? Maybe you can become a tour guide. There are many kinds of tour guides. Some work in one place. They show visitors around historic sites, beautiful natural places, museums, or other interesting sites. Other tour guides work in a single country. They take visitors to many interesting places in that country. Still others take groups on international tours to many countries. Tour guides often work on weekends and holidays. Many people visit sites at those times.
We start today's lesson by looking at the different kinds of tour guides. Some tour guides work in one place. They show visitors around historic sites, beautiful natural places, museums, or other interesting sites.
Yeah, many of these tour guides lead the same kind of tour every day, so they know a lot about the things they're showing. You might find a special kind of tour in a big city, I remember a fun underground tour in the city of Seattle.
And what did you do on that tour?
Well, we got to learn all about the history of the city and got to see some old buildings underground.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, other tour guides work in only one country. We use the word a single country to talk about one because single means one.
Yes, those tour guides take visitors to many interesting places in that country. Still, other tour guides take groups on international tours. They go to many countries.
But I think something that's not so fun about this job is you need to often work on weekends and holidays. Holidays are special days like Christmas, Thanksgiving, in Asia, the Lunar New Year holidays, the Dragon Boat holiday. These are days when people don't need to go to work. But tour guides often need to work during these days.
Yeah, because people want to visit sites at those times. Hey, Sonia, can you tell us more about the word site?
许多人都利用这些时间走访景点。Many people visit sites at those times. 名词 site 就是景点。例如 You can see many interesting sites in the city. 在那座城市里，你可以看到许多有趣的景点。或是 Many people love the sites at the zoo. 很多人喜欢动物园里的景点。另一个相似的字，名词 site 就是地点。例如 This is the site of our new house. 这里是我们新家的所在地。
Thanks, Sonia. Let's continue learning more about tour guides.
Good tour guides communicate very well. They must be able to speak so everyone can hear them. They can often speak more than one language, too. Tour guides must know a lot. Many tour guides have a degree in history, art, or other subject areas. They must know a lot so they can answer questions and explain things well. Tour guides also need to be good leaders so their groups will follow them.
Now, good tour guides communicate very well. When you communicate, you are trying to tell someone something or express something to other people.
These tour guides need to communicate the information, and they might also need to talk to different stores or hotels to organize things. So they must be able to speak well, so that everyone can hear them.
And so everyone can understand what they're trying to say. Let's go to Sonia, who's going to tell us more about this phrase, be able to.
导游说话必须要让所有人都听得到。They must be able to speak so everyone can hear them. 片语动词 be able to 意思是能够做某事，后面接动词。来看例句 They should be able to understand our ideas. 他们应该可以懂我们的想法。或是 Do you think that he will be able to do it? 你觉得他能做得到吗？我们再举一个例子。Will we be able to see the full moon tonight? 今晚我们能看到满月吗？
Thank you, Sonia. Now, one thing about tour guides is they often speak more than one language. So in addition to the language they speak in their country, if they are taking people to another country, they need to know what people speak, what language people speak to communicate.
Yeah, that's probably not true for tour guides who are always in the same city. But if they're leading people to different countries, they will need to communicate in different languages. Friends, what languages do you speak? Well, we know you speak some English already.
Right. And tour guides must know a lot. Remember yesterday, Tripp shared he needs to know a lot about his different subjects.
Tour guides must know a lot. And friends, that's today's calendar phrase.
Tour guides must know a lot.
Tour guides must know a lot.
导游必须知识丰富。
Tour guides must know a lot.
Yes, they enjoy sharing information.
Tour guides must know a lot.
Yes, some have a degree in history.
Tour guides must know a lot.
Yes, some can speak several languages.
Wow, I want to be a tour guide.
Sorry, you don't know enough.
Tour guides must know a lot.
Tour guides must know a lot.
导游必须知识丰富。
Now let's talk about what kind of schooling or education tour guides need. In our magazine, it says many tour guides have a degree in history, art, or other subject areas. This means they graduated from school by learning about history, art, or other subjects.
Yes, they must know a lot. And they also need to be good leaders so their groups will follow them, will follow their lead. Friends, let's take a quick break now. We'll be back with more.
Let's talk in English. 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
Today we're talking about tour guides and what it takes to become a tour guide.
Do you want to be a tour guide? Keep listening to find out how.
Tour guides help people in many ways. They enjoy sharing information. They can give advice about good restaurants or places to shop. They may suggest fun activities for people to do, too. Being a tour guide can be challenging. Sometimes they must solve problems or work with difficult people. They must be able to think quickly and be patient. They want everyone on their tour to have a good experience and enjoy themselves.
Tour guides help people in many ways. In our magazine, we talk about 3 ways they help people. Here's the first way. 1, they enjoy sharing information.
The second one is they can give advice about good restaurants or places to shop. Sometimes we don't know much about the place we're going to. The tour guide does, though, so they can give recommendations.
And the third way is they may suggest fun activities for people to do. So if you go to a city, you're not sure what you should do, you can ask a tour guide. They will tell you, or they give you ideas about where you could go.
Yeah, you might ask them, can you suggest a good place for dinner tonight? Or can you give me a suggestion?
Now, being a tour guide sounds fun, but it can also be challenging.
And friends, I think here we find the answer to our Find It question. What can be challenging about being a tour guide?
We found the answer. It says sometimes they have to solve problems or work with difficult people.
Right. There will always be problems and changes that need to be made, or customers and people on the group that are not very good at communicating. Tour tour guides need to know how to deal with this.
What kind of person can be a tour guide? Well, they should be a good leader. They should be someone who is patient, someone who thinks quickly, and they should be someone who is good at communicating with others.
These tour guides must be able to think quickly and be patient when things go wrong. Well, Maria, can you help us with our sentences?
Hi everyone! Welcome to today's Use It. In the lesson, we learned that tour guides must be able to think quickly and be patient. Let's talk about the word must. Another way to say this is to use have to. Now let's look at the words be able to. This means you can do something. So what are some things that people have to do and can do? Here are two example sentences. For example, she must be able to work on weekends. Or he must be able to speak Chinese and English. Friends, think of your own use it sentence now. It's called a use it sentence because you must be able to use it.
Now let's go and review today's keywords.
Here's your first keyword for today. Single. Single. I didn't learn a single thing today.
Holiday. Holiday. He doesn't like to work on holidays.
Language. Language. English is a fun language to learn.
Follow. Follow. Please follow me to the restaurant.
Suggest. Suggest. I can suggest a good movie to see. Those are your keywords for today, friends. Keep on going. You're doing great. Now let's go back and watch our lesson one more time.
Do you like to travel? Maybe you can become a tour guide. There are many kinds of tour guides. Some work in one place. They show visitors around historic sites, beautiful natural places, museums, or other interesting sites. Other tour guides work in a single country. They take visitors to many interesting places in that country. Still others take groups on international tours to many countries. Tour guides often work on weekends and holidays. Many people visit sites at those times. Good tour guides communicate very well. They must be able to speak so everyone can hear them. They can often speak more than one language, too. Tour guides must know a lot. Many tour guides have a degree in history, art, or other subject areas. They must know a lot so they can answer questions and explain things well. Tour guides also need to be good leaders so their groups will follow them. Tour guides help people in many ways. They enjoy sharing information. They can give advice about good restaurants or places to shop. They may suggest fun activities for people to do, too. Being a tour guide can be challenging. Sometimes they must solve problems or work with difficult people. They must be able to think quickly and be patient. They want everyone on their tour to have a good experience and enjoy themselves.
Okay, everyone, Follow me!
Ginger, what are you doing?
I'm showing visitors interesting sights.
Huh?
Follow me. Please stay with the group.
Ginger.
Do you have any questions?
Yes. Who do you think you are?
I'm your tour guide.
Ginger, what are you doing?
I'm sharing information.
Information?
Yes, and giving good advice. I know a lot of good restaurants. Are you hungry?
No, I'm not.
Then let me suggest some fun activities. Follow me.
Ginger, stop. I'm not traveling. You're not my tour guide. And I'm not going to follow you.
Don't worry. I know how to work with difficult people.
Huh? Hey!
A tour guide must be patient.
Ginger.
Okay, everybody. Let's get back on the bus. Is everyone enjoying themselves? Say yes.
Okay, Grandpa, are you ready to go?
Yes, let's go. Where are we going? Will we travel with a tour guide?
No, we're not going anywhere.
But you asked if I was ready to go.
I meant, are you ready to begin? Are you ready to answer a question?
Of course. Ask me anything.
Why do tour guides need to be good leaders?
So their groups will follow them.
That's right. Good answer. So, Grandpa, would you like to be a tour guide?
Sure. It's the best job in the world.
Oh, why?
You get to see the world.
Right.
And you get paid for it.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun job.
Best job in the
We
world.
could both be tour guides.
Yeah.
We hoped you enjoyed today's lesson about being a tour guide.
Friends, maybe try joining a tour group. Do it in English. That way you can practice some of these words you're learning.
And tell us about it. You can write to us at letters@studioclassroom.com.
Friends, we'll see you again tomorrow, right here on Let's Talk in English.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.